Analyst 1 directly assists in demystifying vulnerability mitigation prioritization. Prioritize what matters with vulnerability insights enriched by threat intelligence, actor exposure, and detection coverage. Correlate, score, and cover. Analyst 1 allows for threat-linked vulnerability coverage with business context. Know which vulnerabilities matter most, why they matter, and what to do about them. Analyst 1 ingests asset and vulnerability data from tools like Tenable and Rapid7, and correlates that data with threat intelligence, known exploit activity, and custom risk scoring. This allows teams to immediately see which vulnerable assets are linked to real-world threats without manually switching between platforms or waiting on others. Analyst 1 does not replicate full scan records. Instead, it fetches just enough detail to map asset identifiers and vulnerability identifiers, enabling correlation at scale without data bloat. Data is refreshed on a periodic schedule that aligns with how often customers scan, providing near continuous visibility. Because CVE entries are connected to relevant threat intelligence, analysts can explore relationships, actor exploitation, linked indicators, and reporting context in one place. These links are traceable back to original sources such as CISA, Mandiant, NIST NVD, open source reports, commercial feeds, or internal threat research. To support smarter prioritization, Analyst 1 also flags whether each vulnerability appears in the CISA known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, enables tailoring of common vulnerability scoring system metrics based on environmental and business-specific inputs with team-wide visibility into customized scores, and empowers non-scanner users across intelligence, incident response, and network defense teams to understand and act on vulnerability insights without learning or accessing scan tools. The outcome? Teams act faster and more confidently by focusing on vulnerabilities linked to real threats and business impact, not just static severity scores. Analyst 1 allows you to see vulnerability risk as it actually applies to you. CVSS was designed to measure the severity of a vulnerability, not its actual risk in your specific environment. Analyst 1 allows you to enrich CVSS scores with temporal and environmental inputs, like asset criticality, exploit maturity, or mitigation presence, and ensures those tailored scores are stored, retained, and visible across the platform. No more one-off browser calculations or lost context. You can adjust base, temporal, and environmental metrics to reflect your actual risk profile. You can see how each vulnerability affects the system's emissions it touches, so scores reflect operational impact, not just severity of the vulnerability. Tailored scores are instantly visible across teams, ensuring everyone prioritizes based on the same understanding of risk. The outcome? Vulnerability scores reflect the actual risk profile to your business, improving prioritization, focus, and team-wide alignment. Analyst 1 allows you to expose detection gaps in vulnerability coverage. You can see where detection and mitigation rules are already in place for known CVEs. Beyond patching, many organizations deploy detection and mitigation rules to block exploit attempts for high-risk vulnerabilities. Analyst 1 reveals which CVEs already have rules deployed across your security stack and where gaps remain. Rules from sources like Proofpoint Emerging Threats or authored in-house like Snort, Suricata, Yara, etc. are automatically linked to the relevant CVEs. Analysts can see which rules exist, their deployment status, and the intrusion detection and prevention systems they're applied to. You can see which vulnerabilities have active detection or mitigation rules deployed, and review rule content and sensor type for deeper understanding of exploit coverage. You can also know when a rule was deployed, who requested it, and which assets it protects. The outcome? Vulnerability and incident response teams gain visibility into exploit coverage without needing to ask detection engineers, improving confidence, accelerating triage, and reducing redundant effort.